That thing's on. We're recording there. That's his trademark. My trademark is welcome back to the Fully Lacking Podcast, episode 36. A couple ADHD dudes and their producer trying to get through life. I'm Drew, your host. This is your host, Anthony. And behind the camera, behind the boards, the third leg to the tripod, we'd be nothing without our producer, Lisa. We are your Fully Lacking team. And that's where you could find us on all social media platforms, Instagram, TikTok. If we had an X, it'd be there too. And YouTube and Facebook, it's all at Fully Lacking. Don't act like you don't know. Anthony will get into it a little bit later. We're back. This is nice. This is the first episode of the year. Are you excited?
Yes.
Why does his face look like this face? I don't want to stop. I don't want to get into anything else before we talk about that. You've done this to us once. You shaved the beard. I shaved the beard. We were even. You have to one-up me. You have to one-up the shock factor?
Some of us are able to shave it by choice.
No.
Some of us should be trimming it by choice. Some of us shouldn't Looking at this disaster over here.
Shouldn't be.
Have you heard of a guard to cover that?
Some of us
Look
shouldn't.
Look at how wild that is. See, I can shave it and it looks all right. You shave it and you look like a washed up a car salesman. Like that's what you look like.
Everyone's going to see this part. They're going to see the kind of abuse I take on a daily basis, right? You look like a baby in a grown man's body. You look like you are a middle-aged infant.
That is super rich coming from you.
What do you mean?
You were super baby face.
What do you mean?
Gerber in the face ass looking motherfucker.
I didn't.
You two monetization gone down the window.
Yeah, I know. Come on. I didn't act like I didn't look like a baby.
Put your words together.
You walked in here like you were like, hey, check out my Miami Vice freaking button up.
That's what I was thinking.
Got a little chest hair sticking out. No face hair. Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's there, buddy. The hamburger meat is sticking out. All I'm saying is some of us shouldn't shave. Me. Some of us need to understand that they shouldn't shave. You.
No.
All right.
That's not what you said.
Was it Vince? Was it Papa Vince? Is that who did that to you?
No, I did this
Papa Vince, was that you? We'll talk to Papa Vince.
This is on me.
I'm not going to lie. I had an uncle, or I don't even know what, they called him Papa Mundo. That's like the coolest Hispanic Papa Mundo.
It's related to Telemundo?
Once again, this is episode 35. If you have 36. If you have any conundrums or like ethical queries you're dealing with, and you think us and producer Lisa can tackle them for you, send them in, dude. Message them. Send it by snail mail. Put a stamp on an envelope. Send it to us. We don't care. We want to look at it. We want to talk about it on the show. Producer Lisa, you have something for us. She worked all morning on this. We didn't fight about it, not once. Let's hear about it. What is it? What's the story?
Okay, so this man hosted a friend's dinner at his house.
Okay.
One specific friend was given a ride there. Like, he didn't have a car.
Yeah.
The whole dinner, he insulted the cooking, and that friend made him walk home.
Oh.
That's fair.
Dang, wait, you just came. So are we asking what we feel about this? Like what we would do to that friend?
Yeah.
He can Uber. That's so disrespectful. Like, I don't know his relationship to like the cooks and the other friends. Like, what if he's like a mutual tag along? I don't know that. Is that clear in this situation?
What is a mutual tag along?
Like, it's just someone like you bring along to an event, like Thanksgiving. You brought me along to Thanksgiving. If I was there and insulting it, I would have to Uber from Roswell.
That would have been a wild Uber.
You know,
ride.
that would be fair.
No, but you drove there.
Oh, that's right.
What do you mean?
If you were to give me a ride in this hypothetical situation.
Yeah, okay, I got you. It's hard for me to, what are you about to say?
This man said frozen pizza would have been better than this.
Jeez.
Whoa, what the, the balls on that guy are the size of church bells, dude. What do you mean? Wow. Okay. Did anybody say, you know what I could do with my car is I could get a frozen pizza from the store? I guess somebody cooked him back. I think that's the difference is I think I would have humbled that arrogance right away. Oh, that's weird how you're walking tall. I guess you got a lot of practice from walking everywhere. I don't know. So I probably wouldn't have made him get a ride home or walk home. I would have probably still given him a ride, but I would have humbled his ass at the table.
Would you humble him on the ride home too?
Yeah.
Just humble him all the time.
I just stopped up a house before his house. I'm like, all right, you're good. I don't want people to see me dropping you off.
Too embarrassing.
If you guys are also heartless like Anthony and you think that you would just let him walk home?
He
Put
can
in the
Uber.
comments. What if
He's saving all that money on car payments. He can Uber. He can Uber his ass home.
You know what I'm learning? I learned this. Car payments are like across the board. Everybody has them. Like 0.01% of people don't have car payments. It seems like everybody else has. Even like very financially well off people, they have leases, all car payments. Is that crazy?
There's something I'm reading that kind of challenge. I was reading that kind of challenge that.
Yeah.
Like, no, it was your other insurance friend who went like to Florida or something. And he said like most of the people down there own the cars. Do you remember that?
Who was talking to us about that? I remember the conversation, but who's
He's a DJ. He's the one whose girl met up with J. Cole.
He's not an insurance.
I don't know.
Yeah, he is. He is.
How do I know
You're
more
right.
about your friends?
My bad. I
than
completely forgot. He's an adjuster. Yeah. Oh, yeah. He did say that because they were sending checks and all these people didn't have car payments. That's a pretty high retirement area, though.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
That's
Not
the 0.
everybody.
Yeah.
Is that the
that's why I said 0.
0.1%?
Yeah. That would make sense. I have a client who's regretfully, her husband, made his exit, and they're older. They're like in their 70s, close to 80s.
Yeah.
And but he had some money and they had some money. And when he passed away, they got some more money. And like she went and bought a brand new Mercedes Benz. Like,
I got a
cash.
wild question.
Yeah.
Did you bank it when your dad died?
Oh, like life insurance?
Yeah.
So the contrary happened.
Oh,
Yeah, the opposite. So when my dad died, because he was a drug addict and alcoholic, you don't really insure those people, right?
I
And
thought you were going to say who went to like gambling debts and.
no, there was barely any money. I had to call family members and ask them for money and stuff. And then when my sister died, that was even more financially binding for us because me and my aunt were really like that side part of the family really was the only ones who put in, right? And so that was hard. Remember when my fucking mom showed up with a brand new car that she bought to my sister's funeral instead of giving us money for the funeral? Bro, I'll never forget that. That I remember I was like, oh yeah. Oh, you just are mean to your core. We asked her for money for the funeral. She's like, I don't have any money. And I was like, dang. And then like she bought like a $3,000 car. It was crazy. I know it sounds dumb, but like it shouldn't be the son. It should have been the parents for sure.
Yeah.
You guys had to have gotten some
We
bread.
did. Yeah.
Do you still have any of it?
No, I never got it. I was a teenager. I wasn't going to get any of that money.
Does your mom still have it? Is she doing well?
No.
Damn.
No.
There was a time that because my dad was like a functioning alcoholic for a large percentage of his life. And he worked for the city. And so he had a big pension, right? And when he went to rehab, my mom pulled out his pension, all of it. And like, that was the first time my mom ever bought me anything. She bought me a Pathfinder.
Oh.
Like an old Pathfinder. What year was it?
I don't know.
Like a 98 or something. It was like an older Path, like the ones that the rappers used to put rims on back in the day. It was one of those square bodies. And I only had it for like a week. And then she sold it to my cousin, who was Lisa's boyfriend at the time. Yeah. Lisa had more action in that Pathfinder than I did. Why'd you do that? What'd you do that thing for?
Awkward turtle.
If you guys want us to put a camera on producer Lisa, put it in the comments. We need 1 like on that comment and we'll do it. Because
we also need Farmville to cease as an app or whatever game it is.
What is the game you
Cityville, Townville.
Townsville,
and you're the mayor.
Yes.
More like Distractville.
You have a zoo in your city?
Yes.
You have cars? Do you have car dealerships?
No.
Bitch. I'm just kidding. Okay. You have call centers?
No.
Why did I say it like that? Call centers? Why did I say it like that? So you guys got a little bit of money. We were talking about people that didn't have car payments.
Yeah. I was looking at my odometer. And I was doing the math on my odometer and also aligned with my financing.
Yeah.
And I realized I'll have 100,000 miles at the rate I'm driving by the time I pay off my car.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Which is a ton. Because
Yeah,
I'm averaging 20K a year.
Yeah, you should be averaging like 14.
I'll do what I please.
Of course you will.
Thank you.
And I'm proud of you for it. I'm actually working out something right now to see if I can get Lisa her dream car, which is very exciting. I'm actually very excited about this because me being an insurance guy, cars come and go all the time. And I have a specific client who buys more cars than like he needs. And one of the cars, he's like, I got to get rid of it. And I was like, what's up? And so Lisa might have her dream car this year. And I say her dream car because it really is your dream car, huh? You can say a word.
Yes.
Well, she took that literally.
Yeah, she said yes.
What's y'all's dream car? What was your dream car as a child?
Mine was because of my dad. So mine was a 68 Chevelle SS. Because my dad thought that was the coolest car in the world, and I thought it was the coolest car in the world because he did. And then when I got my own conscience, I was like, oh yeah, no, this is actually the coolest car in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was mine. Yours? What was yours?
Dodge Viper.
Really? Our friend Nate has one or had one. Like a sick Dodge Viper. My friend Keegan. Oh, it's Keegan's birthday. Happy birthday, Keegan Stevens. You're probably not watching this, but happy birthday to you. Yeah, that's crazy. Really? What color? Red.
I mean, green. Green's my favorite color.
Like lime green?
No, like forest or...
Forest green is your favorite color?
Green, yeah.
I had an Intrepid as a kid that was forest green.
Yeah.
I was repulsed by that fucking car.
That's an Intrepid. I would be too.
Yeah. That was the first car I ever drove.
What's your dream car?
When I was a kid, it was like it was a Sky, but I don't remember the...
You talking about a Pontiac Sky?
Yeah.
I think it's a Pontiac Sky.
No, it wasn't a Pontiac. It was,
A Sky.
let me Google.
Okay. A Sky. I can't remember. Are you sure it wasn't Pontiac?
No, I'm not sure, but
What
it was,
vehicle is that?
It's like a coupe.
yeah, it was like a convertible. They don't make them anymore.
I thought it was a Pontiac. I could be wrong though. A Buick Sky or something.
When I Google it, the Sky from Paw Patrol comes up.
Wait, come on, laugh.
Saturn.
Saturn. It was a Saturn Sky. That's what it
A
was.
Saturn. Wow.
Saturns are wild. Dang. And what's your dream car now?
I think I want like an X5.
Oh, that's not the car I was working on. Since when? I wanted an X5 for forever, and she was like, no.
No, it was on my vision board last year.
So then this car I'm working out is not for you?
No, that will work too.
Are we going to talk about this car or is this
It's a
going to be
new Range
Voldemort?
Rover.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's had it for like 3 years, so the
Gotcha.
value's dropped to where it needs to be to buy it at a reasonable price. That's such an ugly car.
Do y'all just hate the environment?
The Range Rovers?
Yeah.
No? Why?
Because of Range Rovers.
What do they do?
They ruin the environment. Their
Like-
carbon footprint.
Like how they're built, you mean?
All
Or
of
the fact
it.
that it's
All of
fully
it.
electric? Which one?
You were trying to try me into that.
Yeah, it
weren't you?
was. How does it feel to think that you know everything?
Electric cars aren't exactly as good for the environment as people say either.
I learned this from Landman. You're not lying. The show Landman?
I'm not lying.
Oh, well, you lie a lot. The show from Landman, you keep secrets from Lisa.
Drew is attractive.
Well, that's the first honest thing you've said in our relationship. Come on, dude. Don't come for me. I'm fine. Literally and figuratively. I'm fine. Landman, I learned this. It's a show that's, if you guys aren't watching it, I think it's on Prime or on
Paramount.
And it's with the Billy Bob Thornton.
Yeah.
Yeah. I fell in love with that dude when he was on Friday Night Lights. So that guy can do no wrong. But he was like, I know it was in a show, but they were talking about how people are so excited about wind turbines. And they're like, do you know how much emissions go into making these? He's like, the emissions that go into installing them, to servicing them. He's like, you think electric trucks are coming out here and they're carrying them out here? He's like, no. And even if it was an electric semi, you know what it took to build that electric semi? You think it was electricity? That stuff blew my mind.
Solar panels are the same way.
I never even thought about that.
The technology that goes into solar panels requires some sort of unethical or unenvironmental, if that's a word, practice to get them there. There's nothing. I got something. This is one of the topics I had. Interestingly
let me hear
enough.
it.
So like I like to read what's called like long form articles. Well, now I'm doing
That's
it more.
a fancy way of saying picture books. Okay, long form art, picture books.
I know the article word might have confused you.
No,
Santa Fe educational system.
don't do that. People will
Fails
come
every
to your
time.
house. Don't do it. People come to your house. They may not be able to
3380.
read.
Just kidding.
They could read maps, so Apple Maps.
Pull up.
Anyways, what?
So I've been reading articles because I'm on a social media break right now.
Yes, he is.
And so I'm spending my time reading. And one of the articles I was reading about was on the trafficking of sand, the illegal trafficking of sand.
Is sand like a word for something else?
Nope, this is literal sand.
What do you? Okay, I'm hooked. Okay, tell me more.
Let's walk you through the process here.
Yeah.
Buildings are booming.
Okay.
More people are on the planet. More things are being built.
Yeah.
Right. And what are some of the main ingredients of ingredients? What are the main components of buildings?
Like concrete?
Concrete.
Yeah.
You know how concrete's made?
Dirt?
Sand.
With sand. I thought it was just dirt.
But it requires a specific kind of sand for concrete. I mean, they can work with like lower quality sands.
Yeah.
But some of the best, and I'm not recalling right now which part, but it's usually like, you know, not exactly coastal, but, you know, with near water.
Yeah.
And so there's literal, like it's a trafficking. There's a whole trafficking setup for sand where like people are just going and getting tons of sand. It's like a multi-$100 billion industry.
This seems wild to me.
It's true. And so you have trucks going in, and since it's not regulated or anything, trucks are going in, collecting all of the sand, and you need some higher level kind of like collusion to get it across borders and stuff, but it's moving.
So wait, okay, hold on. 2 questions here. First of all, this isn't the first question. This is just a statement. This is really interesting stuff. I appreciate you reading. I don't read enough. Read Where the Red Fern Grows. That's what I've been reading to my son.
Yeah.
It's a great book. First question. Can you get in trouble for this?
If people are like, you can't right now determine the difference between illegal and legal sand because it's the process of getting it that is illegal. It's not like, like counterfeit money where you hold it up to the light.
But
and
is possession illegal?
Well, if you obtained it illegally, yeah.
Yeah, but how the fuck does anybody know if it was stolen sand?
Exactly.
Okay, and the second thing is, what is the repercussions of the sand being taken from where they were?
Great question.
Like, is there going to be...
It dries up like aquifers, reservoirs of water, and significantly impacts like the local environment and ecosystems.
Wow. All sand.
All sand.
This is crazy to me. I what the heck?
Because, you know, isn't that a much safer venture if you're like a criminal enterprise? You know what I mean? Like, rather than like trafficking heroin or people or, you know, like even foods.
That's a thing. People get trafficked.
I was almost trafficked.
Oh my God, she was not.
Yes, I was.
I agree that it's much safer to traffic sand than it is drugs and people.
And it's much less obvious. It's much easier.
Yeah, it's also
and there's
hard
a huge
to, like,
market for it.
Yeah, but I guess the biggest thing is like you just got to look for the truck of sand.
No, because there's trucks of sand carrying legal sand, and then how do you determine? And if there's no one at checkpoints or nothing, trying to figure out if it's legal or illegal through permits, and there's not regulations. Like,
do they go through the sand? Like, do they go in there and like?
No one cares about it that much.
Yeah, but that's another way.
Everyone's profiting off that.
Is you just put little straws on the outside of the sand, you put bare people in it, and just breathe through it. Yeah, well, Lisa thought she was gonna get trafficked last night.
Last night?
With our friend Elena. Our friend Elena is always followed by people. I don't know how. She's a beautiful woman, but she's also like a goof, I guess. So it's like, I don't even know the amount of time she's been like followed. But last night, her and producer Lisa were at Lisa's second favorite store, Home Goods. And if you guys ever want to go on a home goods shopping date with Lisa, hit her up. Except dudes. No, you can take her too, actually. Never mind. And they're walking around, and this was, what's wrong?
They just got to pick up the bill.
Correct. Yeah, I appreciate it in advance. And they're walking. It's 8:00. It's almost 9:00. And some guy's just following them from a distance. He's not shopping, but everywhere they are, he is. And so she texts me, and I'm like, well, what are you going to do? She's like, I don't know. And so, Delaney, what happened? Like, how did you guys even get to safety?
We walk out.
What the fuck was that? Did you hear that, or was it just me? Do it again. Okay, sorry. You walk out in what?
We walk out of Home Goods. We didn't know where he was, but we were in Delena's car, and she opens the door for me. And I was like, you're going to protect me? And she's like, yeah, but if they get me, just take care of my kids.
She opened your door?
Yeah.
Oh.
She let me go first.
Lisa, do you carry like tasers or like pepper spray or anything?
No.
Why not?
It's close contact. What do you mean?
What do you mean?
They got to be pretty close to you for you to tase somebody.
Yeah, I mean, that's usually when crime happens. What are they going to do? Like get a giant grappling hook and pick you? Come on now.
What I'm saying is, you want something that you could stop the threat from afar,
A bow and arrow?
like a gun, a bow and arrow. That was the first thing you thought, or did you always think a gun?
Less
you're just
collateral
like,
damage than a gun and
You
a
know how
bullet.
fucking hard it would be to set up a bow and arrow.
Less collateral damage.
That's crazy to me.
Shooting in a parking lot is probably not the safest bet, even
Just
if
hit
it's
your
for your own
target.
self-defense.
Just hit your target.
Bullets go through things.
Depends on the
You
bullet.
should know this.
No, it depends on the bullet. Not all bullets.
Auto
go
park
through.
days. Hollow tips. You're trying to load her up
Hollow
with a hollow
tips don't
tip.
go through.
That's what. That's my point, dude.
Yeah. No, that's my gun has nothing but hollow tips in it. Well, it has one full metal jacket. It's like warning shot. Like you get to live. You keep fucking if you run away at this point.
All right, Al Capone.
And then the rest are hollow tips.
Streets are long behind you.
I'm not in the streets. All right, the streets are gone. All right, I'll call a fucking neighborhood watch on you now.
You can take the Drew out of Alto Park, but can't take the Alto Park out of Drew.
Alto Park, baby, Alto Park. Hey, I want to do a call another day, a call another week. We got to call Renee. We're gonna ask her a couple questions. So there's something I want to talk about. Not that it hasn't been fun to talk about bows and arrows and parking lot attacks and stuff, right? I've been looking at certain things. Like I've been going down these different rabbit holes on social media, like on TikTok. Like for instance, I've been watching like these people who do rocks. What is that called?
Crackheads.
Wrong rock. Geologists. And bro, the things they pull out of the earth are crazy. Like I don't even understand. And so I was like, oh man, geologists are cool. But then
They're minerals, Marie.
okay, Minerals Marie. Check. They're Minerals Marie. I've never heard of Minerals Marie. What is that?
It's a Breaking Bad reference. Have you not watched Breaking Bad?
Yeah, I have.
It's a top 3 quote from there. Because whenever he was in the wheelchair collecting rocks, she's like, I got some of your rocks in because there's shipments coming in. It's like, they're minerals, Marie.
Oh, yeah. Dang.
I'm probably not exact quote. I'm going to get
It's
roasted
okay.
for butchering it.
So I'm watching this and I was like, man, this is really cool. And then I started watching people who actually like find these places, right? These people are incredibly intelligent. And I've now learned that the coolest thing that somebody could be smart in and well-versed in is geography. I think people who understand geography are now the coolest people alive. Like if you know that, we were talking about this, if you know that there's a special desk in Austria for people who've accidentally gone there in hopes to get to Australia, that's how I know you're a cool person. You knew that, huh?
I saw it randomly on social media.
I heard it at a comedy show a couple weeks ago with my brother. Bro, there's so many people that accidentally go to Austria instead of Australia that they had to create their own space in the Austria airport to help them get to where they're going.
Look.
Yeah?
I'm not the most attention to detail kind of guy. I think that's evident by
You're
every
saying
time I'm saying that,
Is that why you were late?
like, that is one reason why I was late.
He always forgets the SD card.
Yes.
We should make shirts for Anthony that says, did you bring the SD card, bro?
I have been in positions where that has caused me trouble.
Ooh.
But when I travel, because I spend money on traveling, I double check a lot of things.
Yeah.
Triple check, quadruple check. One of them is the location. So if you end up in Austria trying to go to Australia, you should be just stuck
They're both
in Austria.
AUS.
Yeah, there's about 8 other words in Australia, 8 other letters in Australia. Like no read.
You're being mean. You're being
Let him be stuck in Austria.
He's a mean man. You're a mean man. If we pulled it up right now, it would say AUS. If you could figure out how to screen record this and put it in our episode right here, you go to freaking.
I know the letters in it. Here, do this with me. I'm gonna be the person at the desk in Austria for people who thought they were going to Australia.
Yeah.
And you're gonna be someone who thought you were going to Australia. You
Okay.
ready?
Hello.
What's up?
I'm just here for my vacation.
Your vacation?
Yeah.
Rewind, because you're not gonna. You've already recognized the.
Oh, okay, so we
thing.
already know that I'm not. You're
already in the wrong. So you're coming
Okay.
up to me
Okay.
at the special desk for you.
Are you a girl or a guy?
I'm a guy.
What's your name?
Henry.
Henry. All right. I want to be Jack.
Okay.
All right. Hello, Henry.
How's it going, sir?
Oh, I'm lost. I came to the wrong place with AUS.
What do you mean?
I wanted to go to the land of the kangaroos instead of the land of whatever this is.
Oh, okay. What country are you from?
I'm from America.
You're from America.
Yeah, USA, baby.
What is their educational system ranked?
I don't know.
Pretty low, I'm guessing, right?
Why do you know so much about us?
It's just common knowledge at this point. Hey, have you got your head checked recently? Dyslexic, perhaps?
What is happening here? Wait, what do you mean?
I'm just harassing you.
You're harassing me?
Yeah.
Thanks. What a warm welcome Austria has.
Well, you should have gone to Australia then.
It was a 13 hour. It saved me 13 hours to come here. This is a way cheaper flight. I just
Hope you enjoy it. Like, what is someone at the desk going to tell you?
They're going to help you get home.
No, they're not. They're not going to pay for your ticket to get routed over there.
No, you're going to pay for it. It's not. It's a common mistake, though, because people just look at the airports and it says AUS.
I don't know.
I don't either.
Expedia, like, you type in AUS and it pops up the whole thing, right?
I would never. You book your flights on Expedia?
Yeah, sometimes.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know you could book flights on Expedia.
Are you serious?
I've only ever gone to the apps.
Sorry, Tinder? You've been booking flights on Tinder?
Like Southwest or American or United.
Expedia is like a travel agent. Remember the idea of travel agents?
Yeah.
You used to go to someone in person. Oh. They'd have globes and little brochures of like places to go to.
I never went to one.
They'd be able to pick your flight and all of that.
Did you experience old school that? Concept. You've done that before?
I've been in someone's office, I believe.
With your mom?
Maybe.
Or your dad?
I'm not sure. But like Expedia is down to that. It congregates all of it sounds like an ad now. All of the stuff together to help you with plan your vacation. Hotels, rentals, and flights.
And if you use code Fully Lacking right now, you get 20% off your first booking.
Yeah.
Right here. Whatever this is.
Expedia.
Expedia. All right, listen, we're going to do a segment. We're gonna do Drew's Call-In of the Week. This is something that I really wanted to do, and we're going to do it. Can you please dial up our number one fan? Is it loud in your headphones? Dude, she made it to the big leagues.
Hello.
Renee.
Hello.
Everybody's going to think you speak like this. You got to remember that, okay? We have 7 watchers.
I think she speaks like this now.
Yeah. I do speak like this.
Okay, she said,
my usual.
She said, hello.
I do. Even at work, I'm all, hello.
Oh, my God. You are officially our Call-In of the Week, Renee. You are on the podcast, and we have some questions. Now, I don't know if Lisa has questions, but if she doesn't, I have one for her. And then Anthony may have a couple, and I have a couple. This is merely feedback. Feedback, and we also need you to be as unbiased as a person who's being called on the show live that you can. Is that fair?
Fair.
Okay. The first question I have for you, Renee, is what was the first episode you watched of ours?
The very first one.
You've been watching since the jump?
Day one fan.
Yeah.
Dang, she's more loyal than a lot of our friends.
Yeah.
Okay.
Only just because of Lisa.
Yeah, right, dude.
She doesn't even have camera time.
Yeah, she barely talks.
She wasn't even talking in the first 20 episodes.
Yeah, I know. She didn't speak at all. All right, so she's been with us.
No, it was the first one.
Okay.
Yeah.
And would you say that you've seen improvement from the first one to like the most recent one?
Yeah.
That's a no.
It's a hard pass.
A pause with a yes.
Because I'm thinking. I would think no. I don't know because I feel like I don't know. I just enjoy all of them.
So are you like a podcast girl though?
Yes.
Okay, and you don't have to say any names, but have you watched any other names in the region, like any other pods in New Mexico?
No podcast. No.
Good. Okay, perfect.
That's a good start.
That was a great answer.
Don't listen to them now.
YouTube, but I don't think I wouldn't consider her like podcast. She's more like tutorial.
Oh,
but that I would mark that in a different one.
Les, the makeup girl.
Yeah, Les.
She's in
El
that
would be her.
That's Texas.
Yeah, I know, but she's not podcast. That's more like YouTube, you know.
Yeah, it's true.
What about that Boudique guy? The dude who's not from Albuquerque.
Like fruits, but
the
different.
transplant.
Yeah.
Johnny James.
Yeah.
No, she doesn't watch Johnny James. She's too smart for that. Okay, Anthony.
Johnny Bravo.
Do you have any questions for her? You have to have at least one.
Whenever Drew had less facial hair, did you watch less of those episodes? Because
wait, say that again.
He said, when I had less facial hair, did you watch less of the episodes?
I don't think I noticed.
Girl. I love it. I'm here for that.
Biased.
I'm here for that.
That's because I just pop you in, like I pop it in my ear, you know, my earbud.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing.
That's good.
I do my makeup, so I can't really.
You know what? Good. You're the. Do you listen to them all the way through?
Yes. And then now I'm contemplating. I'm like, do I have ADD? Have I always had ADD? Now
might.
I don't even know.
After the first 30 seconds in the conversation, I was like, she probably has
She
it
probably
too.
does. She probably does. All right, producer Lisa, do you have any questions for Miss Renee? Oh, that's the question everybody wants to know. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you understand this, but Renee is one of our very, very loyal listeners. As you've heard, her and producer Lisa have had a digital relationship for the last umpteen years, but they've never actually hung out.
Bullshit.
Ever. So
What?
the people want to know, and Lisa wants to know, we're planning a wedding and your name came up for a possible bride's party. And I was like, wait, you've never hung out with Renee. So this is when you get to tell the people, Renee, are you and producer Lisa actually friends?
That's a wild intro after that.
Forever.
For what? Girls are so weird, dude. What do you mean?
We were even like talking. She was like, what if we just had like this weekend Disney getaway? And I was like, oh my God.
Are they, they're more than friends.
Yeah, they're dating.
Yeah.
I think they're doing each other. That's weird. This is weird. Wait, so you guys are actually friends?
I told you we were friends.
So you've
Yeah,
never
and then
met
she
her
helps
either
me out
by
with work.
proxy.
I've met Renee too.
Okay.
But they both work in the same field.
I met Renee too.
Yeah. Well, one time you met her one
Oh, I
time.
thought you said she never met.
I've known Renee longer than you have.
No, you have not.
Yes, I have.
The exaggeration of the story is wearing off as we
No,
talk about
I
it
knew
more.
Renee longer than you have because
of Jared.
of Jared.
No, I introduced you to Jared.
Yeah, but you weren't friends with him. He just thought you were hot. It's a little different. I actually had a friendship with him. And then he was like, hey, check out my baby mama. And then I was like, oh yeah, Renee, that's cool. That's how we met.
Poor guy.
Moving on.
Yeah, moving on. Well, look, we're not going to take up much more of your time. We just wanted to call. I think the answers have been answered. I think the questions have been answered. Producer Lisa has a true friend in Renee, even though they've never hung out. One of them could smell, and they don't even know about it yet.
We could smell Starbucks. I'll tell you that.
My guess is Renee's the one who smells out of the two.
Yeah, Renee's the smelly one because
Yeah.
Lisa doesn't smell at all.
Yeah.
It's a lot of pressure on you, Renee. I hope you don't stink.
Wow.
Well,
Okay.
we adore you.
Worse.
Thank you. You're gonna be featured on episode 36.
Yes.
So when you see that drop, you got to tell your aunties and uncles and everybody you know.
Well, all the baby daddies.
All
I'm
the
just kidding.
She only has two, dude. That's like
I know.
low. That's rookie numbers in New Mexico, brother. You're good.
I know a married one.
Yeah, there you go. You married one. Yeah. All right. Well, we adore you. Thank you so much for being a supporter and a fan, and we'll talk to you soon. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
And that was Drew's calling of the week. That was good. I like Renee. She's a sweetheart. So you were talking about Australia when I was saying Australia people, all this stuff, right? People go to, okay. The reason I was saying that geography is so cool to me now is because I went down these rabbit holes on socials. There's islands that haven't even been inhabited by like people like us. And I don't mean like anybody except one type of person, a tribe for like thousands of years. The one I recently found was North Sentinel Island. Have you heard of this place?
Somewhat, probably.
Bro, it is governed by, I guess, the people of India, technically. But what it is like there's one tribe. I don't want to murder it, but it's the one tribe that's been
I
on
hope
that
you don't want to
island.
murder the tribe.
No.
You said I don't want to murder it.
I don't.
Good, because the tribe deserves to live.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So we're on the same page. So for a while, the Indian government were like trying to communicate with this island and like they would like send coconuts because coconuts don't grow on that island, right? And then eventually, I guess the house specialists of the government for India were like, we got to stop communicating with these people because we're going to get them sick and kill them off.
Yeah.
Because they've never been around anything. People have tried. There was a missionary as of late as like 2019, like as recently as that tried to go out there and like he got on shore and they unalived them. Like they're like, we're not interested. You leave us alone.
Imagine the bliss that would come from being on that island. Like all of the awareness of the world right now that I have, I'd rather not have it.
Yeah, but I don't know.
I'd rather be walking around with like coconut shells for underwear and like leaves in my ears or however they may look. And just like doing whatever they do that isn't all of this structural mess.
I don't know if they wear clothes.
That's what I'm saying. Just that's even better. You know?
What?
Just walk around unclothed and, no expectations from society.
Is that how you are when you're home alone?
Next question.
We'll take that as a yes. Knock or call before you go. I thought it was cool. I mean, I think that they try to lead with violence. Like the people who have seen this island are like, oh, they're violent people. I don't think that's the case.
They would have killed themselves off by now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They've been there for thousands of years in harmony, right? Like, I think what it is it's like if somebody tried to come into our house and it was a complete unknown. Like, you're like, what the? You're going to throw everything in the kitchen sink at these people to get them away from you. So I think that what you said is exactly what it should be. And I hope that message gets out, like places like that, because that's not the only place. It's not the only place that's like that, right? But there's reasons why these people are protected, and there's reasons why it's illegal to go out there. They don't need to hear the fucking word of God. Like, that's what that missionary tried to do, is to introduce them to Christianity.
That agenda is crazy.
And he was like, don't bring back my body. Like, what? What do you mean? Why? You're gonna die. Why? This is a suicide mission.
Yeah.
Nah, God wants me to do this. God doesn't want you to do this, bro.
Yeah.
He wouldn't have allowed them. If we're talking about God, like, what are you doing? Leave those people alone. Leave them alone. Leave them alone. I know it sounds crazy, but I've been going down rabbit holes like that. And so I assume that podcasts to come, I'm going to bring up some cool stuff, because it's like, it's caught my interest. It's like, what the heck? Like, there's like these things that they found, and this is a random sidebar, but I just saw this recently, and I want to study up more, but it's like astro projections. And it's a type of way to like
astral
project. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Somewhat.
So the CIA released something on Christmas Day. Like they released files, right? And the parts that weren't redacted were basically talking about how they've used this technology. The CIA has used this technology to discover places. And one of the people that they used it with discovered pyramids on Mars and tall people in silk. And I was like, what do you mean?
How far in the rabbit hole are you?
Bro, I'm deep in it.
Too far.
No, I'm deep in it. But what's weird is there's people that account or credit the pyramids in Egypt to these giant beings who were in silk, and like, there's all these things. It's just crazy to me, and it drives me nuts, because I'm like, bro,
it's probably crazy to a lot of people at this point.
Like,
the way you're describing it,
I can't be alone during this. Like, this is nuts, and it's not like the CIA is nothing. It's the fucking CIA, and they're like, all right, Christmas Day, we're gonna release this information.
But they mentioned the silk beings in the notes.
Yeah. They mentioned this person's findings while using this astral projection or whatever. I could be using the wrong term. But that's what I believe it is. And it's basically like them going into a different state of consciousness and like doing all this. And yeah, it could be, oh, we're crazy, whoop-de-whoop, loopy-loop. But that shit is cool to me.
One more time.
Crazy, whoop-de-whoop, loop-de-loop.
Whoop-de-whoop.
Whoop-de-whoop. I don't know. I think it's cool. And I think something else that would be cool.
No.
Okay.
No.
Go ahead.
No more cool. Not another cool thought from you.
Okay, I'm done.
I had a random thought myself. I was at a sports bar.
Uh-huh.
And
by yourself?
No. With the boy Jesus.
Oh, what's up, big dog?
And a video for the Spice Girls was playing.
Yo, stop.
What's their popular song? If you wanna be my
lover.
Finish that.
Be my friend.
No. If you wanna be my lover, you gotta get with my friends.
That's not it.
That is 100% the lyrics. Because I was there debating it with the bartender.
Can you, producer Lisa, we need you to do some producer shit. She's playing Townsville right now.
Yeah, I know.
Will you Google the lyrics to Spice Girls?
Wannabe?
If you want to be my lover.
You gotta get with my friends.
Maybe they mean like you gotta speak to them first.
No. Because the way it's delivered and the video, they're just going around giving random dudes like lap dances and dancing on them. I think that's a wild song. What did you find on the Spice Girl lyrics?
It is, if you want to be my lover, you got to get with my friends and make it last forever.
What does that even mean? That changes the lyrics completely.
Hold on. Yeah. So that's what we're going back to my initial point. They could be saying, you got to get my friends to like you.
Yeah, because the next line says, friendship never ends.
Yeah, I don't think they're talking about.
Get with my friends is a weird way to put that.
What do you mean? You're just a.
Whoa, you trying to scrap
I
up?
can't say that. You got to cut that out. That's like a derogatory term.
Okay.
You're just a dirty dog. You just think
The bartender who I was talking to, who's a woman, she was like, no, it means what Lisa said. And then she was listening to it and she's like, well, maybe not.
no.
If you listen to the song, it has a different energy to it. You know?
said that everybody's giving everyone lap dances. Like
The video is a little bit raucous.
What's the kind of relationship that's called when they're like they have more than one partner?
Ethical non-monogamy.
No, what the fuck are you talking about?
That's what it's called.
It's called
Polygamy?
There you go.
It's also called ethical non-monogamy.
That's too hard of a word.
What is it?
Well,
no, there's
some of
a
us
couple
went
words.
to school
That's
outside
a
of
couple
Santa
words,
Fe.
baby. It's a couple words there, okay? She says that's too hard of a word. Well, that's because it's more than one. Ethical non-monogamy.
Peanut butter mouth.
Wow. Yeah, I think it's like you got to get my friends to like you.
I took
That's
it
what I
as
think.
don't threaten me with the good. Never mind. Hey, so you know what we need more of?
Wait, hold on. Producer Lisa, what? Say it, please say it, because this looks crazy.
Okay, so it says you gotta listen carefully. We got him in the place. Who likes it in your face?
Yeah, your theory is falling
This
apart.
might be ethical non-monogamy stuff going on here.
Perhaps.
Yeah, which is more than one word, baby. Anyways, yeah, that's wild.
Some people like multiple partners. We like multiple followers.
What multiple followers? We are also in an ethical.
We're in a throuple.
We're in a throuple, baby.
It's been a little rocky lately, but we'll figure it out.
We'll be okay. We're gonna go on a date right now.
Instagram,
Yeah,
Facebook,
yeah,
Tiddly,
yeah.
TikTok. My bad. I meant to say TikTok.
TikTok or tiddly whittly.
Tiddlywinks.
YouTube too. Like, click subscribe and like if you're watching us right now, like Renee is and our other 4 people. Click sub. Now we've been up to like an average of 100 plus viewers on our YouTube lately. This is good.
This far in, shout out
That's
to
true.
the 3 of you.
Shout out to the few of you. I'm shouting myself out. Good job, Drew, for watching this.
You
through.
stop watching it from your separate account. It's boosting our views artificially.
I don't watch it. I can't watch it from my separate account.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, until you list it. But I watched it last night. It was unlisted, I think. Or I don't know. It doesn't matter. Click the bell. Click subscribe. Like and comment. Say some shit about us. Even if you need to insult us. Insult Anthony. Don't go for the easy joke. Don't be like, oh, he's fat. If you insult me and it has nothing to do with my weight, I'll buy you dinner. I'll buy you dinner. I'm not telling you where I'm going to buy you dinner
You're
from.
thirsty.
But I'll buy you dinner.
But you know what it is?
Yeah, fully lacking,
Fully lacking,
baby.
baby.
Peace.
Peace.